Today is February 17th. It is Tuesday. I am back in Amarillo, and boy, have I got some news for you. Look at these flags in the background over here. Can you see them? Look at how much they're blowing. Today, we've seen some sustained winds of up to 60 miles an hour. Let me show you some of this. We had wind warnings in effect that started coming through last night, and they warned us today that there was a high probability that the power was going to be shut off by the utility company due to the possibilities of starting fires. And they definitely weren't joking. So at the RV park here, the power was cut off most of the day. And on the way home, I just seen billowing smoke all the way down the highway. And as I got closer and closer to the RV park, I realized that it was just north of our park. So up there north of where I'm staying, there is currently a 500-acre fire and currently 40+ mile an hour winds. And you can see how much of that smoke is just running all the way down. Now, it's not the only fire either that's in the area. I have an app called Firewatch, and there's some fires over by our job site as well. And some of those have already sparked up to 5,000 acres. So definitely serious situation going on here in Amarillo. There's a lot of fires sparking up. The winds are not helping. Everything is dry. There hasn't been rain here for a while. We did have some snow a few weeks ago, but those damp conditions are now gone. And it's just, it's frightening to think, right? So if the winds were to shift, how fast that could come this way. The one over east of our job site, if that was on the west side and it blew into us, or the winds were to shift, it could come right into our project. All the houses, the cattle, the farms, everything that gets destroyed in its path. It's definitely something to think about when you put it into perspective. You know, some of the things that I think about too, you know, I didn't ever think about. I started to think about now when I see this situation. I've never really been presented with the situation of wildfires around me like this. But I look at that and I'm thankful that, you know, we are safe for now here. But what happens if the winds change? You know, I'm grateful that my wife and daughter are safe at home and they don't have to experience this, because, you know, as you look out there and you see how dry all that land is, it's just dead, dry grass and brush. And right now the winds are coming out of the west, moving east. So it's pushing everything to that east, and we're south of it. But what if a fire happens over on the west? What if it comes from the south and comes up? Like, it's a real possibility of something that I never thought about or to be prepared for. I mean, I guess if a fire were to erupt and come this way, then what do? You just have to pack up and move right away. You know, can you get your gear packed up quick enough that you can move your stuff out of there and get on the road to safety? It's definitely crazy to think about, and definitely nothing that I've ever thought about before. It's crazy how quick things can shift. You know, I definitely pray for the people up there that are being impacted by this. Pray for everybody that all of the fires that are sparking up, making sure that you know, they're getting adequate resources to get out there and fight these fires and hopefully protect these people's farmlands and their cattle and their animals and their homes. You know, it's definitely not a situation that I think anybody would ever want to be in. And you know, it's a strange situation for me. I I spend so much time thinking about the things that I want to do in life and where I want to go and the adventures and the travels that I want to go on, and very seldom do I ever think of something like this or planning for any type of emergency that were to happen. So it's definitely an eye-opener for me being in an area like this, and as I talk to the people that I work with, they say this is a common occurrence, that this happens here in the Panhandle, that these high winds, they spark and spread fires really fast, and that's why the utility company shuts the power off, because I guess some years ago there was a power line that came down and it burned a lot of land, and with its destruction, a lot of homes and livestock and some people. So to prevent any of that from happening, they cut the power in the areas, the rural areas, where they know that the lines could drop and spark and cause fires. So definitely thankful that the utility company is proactive in that sense and looking out for people. But um, it's definitely crazy windy here. I check out the one thing about the sunsets here. They are gorgeous. Like the sky here in the Texas Panhandle, I've seen such beautiful sunrises and sunsets here. I definitely have got to get out and adventure more and share this with you guys. But I wanted to jump on and kind of share this information, this situation with you, and kind of let you know that I'm safe if you're hearing about fires down here in Amarillo. Safe for now, at least, as long as no other fires spark up. You can see those flags, just how crazy those flags are blowing in the wind. Like, it's definitely not kite weather here. It's sustained winds in the 40s, and you're getting gusts too in the 60s still. But it was really bad at work today. A lot of the crews got shut down and had to go in and take cover. It was just a giant dust storm, kind of like them, what do they call them, haboobs that come through New Mexico and Arizona, where it's just a big dirt shelf that comes through. It was real similar to that. It was almost a blackout scenario. It'd be really cool if I could show you guys the job site and film on the job site, but unfortunately I'm under NDAs with the owner of the facility that we're building, and so no filming, no cameras, and maybe at some point I'll get the opportunity that they'll release that once it's mainstream, what's being built and everything, and I'll be able to show you guys some of the awesome things that I do outside of the travel adventures. But for now, I can't really share anything with work, but we'll keep taking you on these adventures, and hopefully there's not too much damage and devastation up there. Keep monitoring this fire and see what's going on and how far it spreads. Like I said, as of the start of the recording, it was 500 acres, but over close to our job site, there was a much larger one. So in Goodyear, Texas, or Goodnight, Texas, I mean. Yeah, Goodnight, Texas. They had one there. It's going to shut the highway down and everything because it seemed like it was getting ready to jump the highway. So just jumping on, saying hi. Let everybody know that I'm safe if you hear about the fires down here. A little bit of update of what's going on. And I'll keep you posted. Jump on tomorrow and let you know. Hopefully a lot of this stuff dies down and goes away and they can get these fires under control. But till then, we will part, and I will say see you later. Good night, friends. Take care.